So I was wrong. I know a lot of people probably wanting to say I told you so. G'day guys, welcome back to Doug Mo Knows. So I was wrong. I know a lot of people probably wanting to say I told you so. One of the last videos we put out before I had a bit of a break was about how Trump was going to win a landslide. That obviously didn't happen. So congratulations to Joe Biden. He is obviously just an absolute genius and very charismatic. Donald Trump did get 12 million more votes than he got in 2016. The most of any presidential candidate ever, except for Joe Biden, who knocked it out of the park. He did hardly any campaigning, sniffed kids, had sexual assault allegations that all just like water off a duck's back. He won the vote. I think he got 100% of the vote of the dead non-citizens and cats and dogs. So again, obviously just a very charismatic and persuasive man, because I don't know if any of you ever tried to get a dead person to do anything, but I've never been able to, let alone get thousands of them to vote for me for president. So good on him. Looks like Trump's pretty well finished. He's still fighting. He's not over and out, so I wouldn't be surprised. You never know what he's going to do. There are a couple of paths, just because everyone's been saying this has been over for a month. It's not really. There were 7 states at the recent electoral college vote. So there were 7 states that the governor and the electoral commission, I suppose, sent Democratic electors to vote, but the state delegations sent Republican electors. Now, according to everyone in the media, the Democratic electors were the real ones, and the Republican ones are fake electors. But according to the Constitution, the power to choose the electors for the state falls solely with the state delegations. So now the person who ends up counting all those votes with, I believe, the Senate and the federal Senate and Congress have to disagree for it to go to the vice president. Or I could be wrong on that. Even like if they all agree to count the Democratic votes, then that could be game over, or it could still be up to the vice president. But either way, it could come down to, so with those 7 states, not without counting those 7 states, I think Donald Trump's got 232 electoral college votes. Joe Biden's got 222. There's 84 in play. So Mike Pence, if it comes down to him, he could just say, no, we're counting the Republican electors, and Donald Trump would still be president, and that's perfectly within the rules. Is a bit sketchy, whatever. There's probably a lot of other sketchy stuff that's gone on with that election, but I don't know. He could also say, we've got 2 sets of electors from these states, so we're not going to count any of them. In that case, neither Biden or Trump get 270 votes to win. I believe then it goes to the Supreme Court to make a decision, who will usually kick it back to the states to have a contingent election, which would mean every state gets 1 vote each, and the candidate with the most votes wins. And those that don't have another election, I think the state delegations just decide who that state's vote is going to go to. And the state delegations, I think 29 out of 50 states are controlled by Republicans. So if that happens, there's a pretty good chance that Trump would stay president. But to be honest, it's not looking good. And I'd be like, I don't even think. I think Trump's not the kind of guy to just sort of give up easily. You could say, just walk away, be a gracious loser. But is there any virtue in that? If you really believe you've had something stolen from you, and your opponent wasn't playing fair. Like, I think that's why the right wing and libertarians sort of tend to get shit on all the time, because they try and play within the rules and their opponents aren't. So I guess, yeah, neither of those two scenarios really involve not playing within the rules. They could maybe be not in the spirit of the game. But yeah, I guess it comes down to whether Trump and his allies are, prepared to hold on to power at all costs, and that, yeah, could raise some issues for the country and like faith in the system or whatever. But whether or not they'd be any greater than the issues that are already there, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but this is a follow-up to that last video. We'll see. We should know. I think Congress sits to count the Electoral College votes on the 6th of January, and then someone's going to be inaugurated on the 20th. So anyway, keep an eye on it. I'll let you know if anything comes up that I've got anything more to say about. But thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.